Hey, Chad Imhoff here, the EFT guy. Wanted to have a little bit of a conversation or share with you what we talked about in group this morning. Incredible conversation. We're talking about getting traction, getting engaged quickly with our clients, and making sure that we're doing the work that they're coming here for. We're not just talking about history or catching up with each other or just kind of letting them go on and ramble. We want to have a focus, man. If I'm a therapist and I don't have focus, I just really get lost. And so as a couple or client comes in, I'm going to say, hey, how are we doing today? I'm going to let them have a seat, but really quickly, I want to get to what is my target? What am I after? Yes, I'm going to engage, but I'm going to make sure that I go to the next thing pretty quickly and find the spot we want to work. I'm going to engage with their heart quickly and say, what's your world like? Right? If you're thinking about the tango, that's move one. It's like engage in their present process. How are we doing today? What's happening in your world? What's happening in your heart? And as I engage with that, I'm going to find something. I'm going to name my target in my head and say, I'm going after this. And so in that spot, I'm going to go, I need to expand this. I want to know this experience, know this trigger, somatic trigger, cue, however you think of that. But I want to get really focused in on what is happening in their world. And then as I move through the session, I'm going to want to do something with that, right? I'm going to move that experience. If it's an individual, I'm going to have them do an encounter. If it's a couple, it's an enactment. I'm going to say, all right, now can we do something with it? Can you speak to that place in you? Can you speak to your partner? Can you share this part of your heart? And then after they've done the enactment, clearly I'm going to process that and say, how is it to say that? How is it to hear that? You know, what would it be like if that had been said to you? If it's an encounter with an individual. And then we're going to move on to the next piece, which is basically summarize what's happened. The big summary, right? You did this, you came in, we found a spot we wanted to work, we did a piece of work around that spot, and now something feels different, or we can engage with it differently. And I think sometimes we can do that and be at like, oh, I'm 35, 40 minutes into a session. And it's like, well, then what do I do next? And it's great. We begin again. We start over. We don't, with 20 minutes left in a session or 15 minutes left in a session, I don't want to give up on the session. I want to say, all right, well, how does that feel? Great. What else is going on in your world? And are there other spots? Because most of the time our clients have more things they could talk about. But if we don't have a frame of what we're doing, if we don't know to go through and kind of continue to chase after their hearts and their experiences and expand them and give them time to slow down and be in that moment, we miss. And so if I'm 40 minutes in and I say that, okay, well, guess what? I'm going to go find another spot to work. I'm going to find another place, or we can even revisit the same place and see if we have a different experience with that. Thanks, y'all. I hope this helps. We get better together. Y'all have a good day.